Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Alexis, and today I am going to the movies by myself on my day off. I don't have physio, I don't have hydro, I've got nothing on today. Editing a couple of videos I did over the weekend, uploading one to YouTube as we speak, which is my beauty tutorial that I did with my best friend Moira. So I'm really excited for you guys to see that. By the time this video is up, obviously it'll have been out for a couple of days. I really hope you guys liked it. I would love to do some more getting ready with my friends kind of thing in the future. So anyway, we're going to get right into this tutorial. I'm going to do something really simple. I'm just going out by myself, not really trying to impress anybody. So I just felt like, you know, I wanted to do some makeup today. So if you're interested, keep watching. Alright, so I've already primed my face with my Hourglass Mineral Veil Foundation Primer. So now I'm going to be going in with my Idole foundation. And I'm just doing 3 pumps on the back of my hand. And then going in with my beauty sponge. And just applying that to my skin. Now, I never really know what to say during this part of my tutorials. Like, I kind of just BS it through. But, like, I never really have much to say, and because I'm focusing so hard on making sure that my foundation looks good, I don't even really pay attention to the camera. I just kind of do my own thing. So, yeah, that's me trying to talk through putting on my foundation. Right, so now foundation's done. I'm going to go in with my concealer, which is my Ride or Die, my Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. Now, I really honestly need to kind of branch out because I know that there's a ton of other concealers out there. I did order some concealer from ColourPop, and I'm just waiting for that to come in the mail. I'm so excited about it. I cannot wait to give it a go and see how it works out for me. Just super, super excited. So now I'm just going to blend in my concealer with my smaller beauty sponge. I like this one because it's got this nice big flat end, and it's got the other edge that's really great for just contouring right under your eye. And I mean, it gets in there just perfectly, right into all the little nooks and crannies there. And then what I do is once my concealer is put on, spread out, put on, I like to go in straight away, and I've been using this Australis banana powder, and I am obsessed with it. I've used it in a couple of my videos now, and I'm so super happy I found it. I got it at Priceline. I haven't seen Australis anywhere else, to be honest. Like, I've looked at Chemist Warehouse, I've looked at Woolies. I haven't tried Kohl's yet, but yeah, I'm really happy I found it. And this actually comes in, you can get it in 2 different forms. So you can get it in a loose powder, or you can get it in the pressed powder that is this. I'm assuming they come with the same amount of product, but the loose powder, like the package that it's in, it only looks like it's only half full, so I'm not really sure what's going on with that. So I've got my banana powder on. I'm going to go ahead and set the rest of my face with my Laura Mercier loose setting powder, the translucent loose setting powder. I love this powder. It is so nice. It's so light, but it does a beautiful job of just setting the foundation. And it doesn't matter what foundation I'm using. This powder is everything amazing. I just love, love, love it. I can't say enough good things about it. And for the amount of product that you use, and I know that in Australia, I mean, I don't know if anybody overseas is watching my videos, so I would, you know, if I were living in the States, I'm not sure how much it costs in the States, but here in Australia, everything is about double what it is in the States. So I think I've heard other YouTubers say it's only like 30 bucks in the States. Here it's 63, if I remember correctly. But for the amount of product that you get and the little amount that you actually have to use, I think that's a really good deal. I mean, for, you know, a higher end makeup line, I definitely think that it's worth the splurge, if you will. Alright, so that's powder laid down. I'm going to go in with my eyeshadow primer now, and this is the Prolongwear Paint Pot by MAC. And I'm just going to go in and I'm going to take a little concealer brush. Oh, that's a lot of product. I'm just going to take a little concealer brush and just start putting that over my eyelid. And then because my fingernails are a little long, it's kind of hard to get into the pot without getting a ton of product on your fingernails. So I'm not trying to like waste my product. So I find if I go in with a little concealer brush and then just take my fingers and smooth it out, that works really, really well. So today for my look, I'm going to be going back into my Nude3 palette by BYS. I'm going to keep this really simple, just a slight wash of color on my eyes today. I'm not trying to do anything super extravagant. So the first color I'm going to go in with is the color Taupe, which is this one here. And I'm just going to put that all over my crease. And actually bring that down a bit onto my eyelid. Now I cannot wait to get my ColourPop eyeshadows. I am so excited to use them. I got them because I saw a couple of Raw Beauty Christie's tutorials where she uses ColourPops, and she raves about ColourPops cosmetics. So I'm like, I think I might have to give that a go. Alright, so next I'm going to go in with my EcoTools Blend and Smudge brush. I'm going to go into the color Chocolate, which is like a milk chocolate kind of color, which is this one here. And I'm just going to dust that in my crease. I feel like I've already done a tutorial like this, but I can't, I mean, I know I did like an easy peasy something like that look a couple weeks ago. But this is, I just really like browns for during the daytime. I think you know, very neutral colors are just so simple to do. It's a really easy, achievable look for anybody, and you can make it, you know, you can make these very daytime appropriate. Now, I'm not going to be bringing any of this color down on my on my lower lash line or anything like that. I'm just keeping it very daytime neutral, but I am going to be using a gel liner on the top. Alright, for some reason my eyeshadow is being a real butthole in this eye, so I'm just going to move on before I get really frustrated with it. I'm going to be taking my Manicure E11 Contour Shadow Brush, and I'm going to be going in with the color Honey, which is this really pretty, it's like a rose gold color almost. I wouldn't call it a honey color, it's like a rose gold. But I'm going to take that and dust it on my lid. Not using any Fix Plus or anything like that, because again, I want to keep this really daytime, you know, really pretty. And I would just like to say, guys, we are finally hitting fall. I am so excited for it to be autumn, and well, fall, autumn, whatever. I am so freaking excited about it. I hate the heat. And granted, we're not anything like, you know, anything bad like the Gold Coast or Sydney, or, well, Melbourne doesn't get too terribly hot, but, you know, Gold Coast, Cairns, Darwin, Catherine, Broome, any of those like Northern Territory states, I am so glad we do not get weather here like that. It's too bloody hot. I cannot deal with the heat. That was my biggest issue when I lived in Texas, was just how hot and humid and gross it was in Houston. And it was funny because when my husband and I went back for the first time, we went during the summer months, and we will never, ever, ever do that again. Ooh, I just decided I'm going to do something a little zhuzhy, and I'm going to take my Jumbo Eye Pencil from NYX, and I'm going to run that on my inner corner and on my bottom lash line. Well, not on my bottom lash line, but just in my inner corner. Just to give a pop of color. I'm not trying to go full glam, so I'm not trying to ham this out. But what I was saying was that my husband and I went back during like July, August, and we will never do that again. It was so hot and so humid, like we would just step out of the shower and then just automatically be covered in sweat. And my husband, who has grown up in Canberra his whole life, has never really had to deal with hot, humid weather, and he hated it. So we made a promise that anytime we go back to the States, we're always going to go like during Thanksgiving, because the last time we went back was during Thanksgiving, and he had the best time. So yeah, that just gave me a little bit of pop of color on the inner corner of my eye. I changed my mind. I am going to do a bit of color on my bottom lash line, but I'm only taking it about halfway, just to kind of give my eye just a little more definition. Yeah, I think that looks really pretty. I think that's quite nice. Yeah, that looks good. I'm happy with that. Alright, so next I'm going to go in with my gel liner. Now, hopefully today I don't stuff it up. I did a really good job of it the other day. I was quite proud of myself. So this is the Maybelline Eye Studio gel liner in the color Blackest Black. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that off the back of my hand, and I'm just going to start lining my top lid with this. Okay, so I'm just doing a little bit of a cat eye with this. I'm not going full ham with it because I'm not confident doing that at all. So I'm just taking the smallest amount of product on my hand, or on my brush, and I'm going to take a little bit more of that off. Alright, so my eyes don't quite match up, but they're not terrible, so I'm not complaining. I'm just going to deal with it and go out like this, and I don't care who sees me. Alright, so that's done. Next I'm going to go in and do my brows. So I'm going to be using my Goof Proof Brow Pencil today. Actually, no, I lie. I'm going to be using that brow pomade again because I really, really like it. It's by L'Oreal. It's the Brow Paradise, I think is what they're calling it. Paradise Pomade. And so, again, it comes with this little brush, and it's just a brow pomade, like a brow gel. I really, really dig this stuff. It's in this really pretty taupey kind of brown color. You can see there. But it's just really, really nice, and it's super, super simple to work with. Right, so eyebrows are done. Just going to go in with my Lash Paradise from L'Oreal. I've only used this once, so I'm trying to test it out and see how I like it. But first impressions on it, I really did enjoy it. I thought it did a really great job. Will it replace my Maybelline Falsies mascara? Probably not. But I have been a fan of L'Oreal products since I had worked at Lancome, because L'Oreal and Lancome are owned by the same company. And if you know me and you know my history, I have always been a snob when it comes to my mascara. I have been such a huge fan of Lancome, and when I worked for them, I got so excited when we got gratis because I could always just load up on mascaras. My favorite was Flex Tonsils, and then the Hypnose or whatever took that over. Yeah, I just really love mascaras from Lancome. I think they are the best, the absolute best. But you know, if you can't afford Lancome, L'Oreal is a really good alternative to that. So I'm not going to do my bottom lash line. I am going to go in and line with my Studio Chromagraphic pencil on my bottom lash line, just to waken my eyes up a little bit, open them up, kind of give that cartoony anime look to them. But these pencils are awesome for that. I do want to try the NYX Jumbo pencil, the white one. My sister-in-law and I went to into the city this weekend. We all went out for Yum Cha with his parents and his grandmother, and because his sister's wanting me to do a black and white makeup look on her, we went into the city and picked up a few NYX products, and one of them was the white jumbo pencil, and I really, really, really want to give that a go. For some reason my eye's watering like crazy at the moment. Right, so that's my eyes done. I am now going to go in and contour my face. I'm going to be using, again, the AConTour or AConTour palette from Australis. I'm going to be using my, which one is this one? This is my round powder brush from ACoTools. Looks like this. It's a really nice, easy to use brush. And I find it's really great for contour because it does have that little bit of a fan shape to it, so you kind of can just, you know, really get in there and do your thing with your contour. I'm not going to go heavy-handed on the contour today because I'm trying to keep this, you know, just a simple kind of look, but I still want to feel pretty. I always like to go into my hairline because if you can see, I'm super pale on my hairline, so I like to take the contour powder and just kind of go into my hairline with it. Right, so that's contour done. Going back into my BYS palette, I have just fallen in love with this palette. Absolutely have fallen in love with it. I'm going to be going in with the peach shade. It's a really pretty, it just gives you this really natural flush of color, and I really, really dig it. So I've used this in a couple of tutorials now, and I could not have been happier finding this palette. I did use the Morphe 9B palette, I think it was, but I found that like every single one of them had a shimmer, and because I'm an oily person, I feel like having shimmer blushes just accentuates like my texture, accentuates the oily look to my skin. It's not a pretty look in my opinion, so I tend to stick to matte blushes, and this BYS palette is just perfect. Now I'm just bringing that that peach color just onto my nose as well, just to give me a little bit of flush of color so that I'm not like super white out. I don't really use bronzers that often because I don't think they look very good on me, so I, you know, kind of shy away from them a bit. I really want to play with a new NYX color that I got, which is the Love Out Loud. It's in the color Passionate. It's this color here, just because I want to wear a little bit of color on my lips today because my eyes are kind of pretty nude as far as lip, you know, as far as eye colors go. So I'm going to be using my NYX Retractable Lip Pencil. It's in the color Vanilla Sky, and I'm just going to line my lips, and this is what the color looks like swatched on the back of my hand. It's just a really pretty, it's almost like it's like almost between my hair and my my little beanie cap that I've done. It's just a really, really pretty, like, this is not doing it justice. It's just a beautiful, beautiful color. Now, I'm not really sure why I put on lip color because I'm about to eat my lunch before I go to the theater. But anyway, I really love this color. I think this is a gorgeous color. I was going to try and keep it a little more muted, a little more natural looking, but you know, who cares? It's makeup. I do what I want. And this is a really comfortable formula. It's not super sticky. It doesn't feel like it's drying down a ton. It only took one dunk in the tube for me to get this color. It's not patchy. It's not skipping. It's not like, it's a really, really pretty color. I really like it. The applicator itself I'm not crazy about, but I mean, if that's all you can say bad about a product is the applicator, then, you know, you can use a brush. Just, you know, kind of wipe it out on the back of your hand. But other than that, like, I'm super happy with the way this looked. So this is today's final product. That's really all I've got to say. I'm going to eat some lunch. I am going to wait for my video to upload. I'm really, really excited to see A Quiet Place. I'm doing it without my husband because he hates horror movies, and I am such a horror movie buff. So basically, that's today's look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and make sure you subscribe to my channel. I put out content fairly regularly, and I'm hoping to get on more of a regular schedule as I continue on. But that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!